Hello again, friends. Today I am going to tell you about the fourth Piggy novel, Piggy the Entity. Anyway, book 4 starts with Ben having a nightmare with the store Tio. Whenever he wakes up, they decide to go out and go cure some more of the infected because they have the cure from the from the second and third book. And afterwards, they decide to go back to the safe place because there's a meeting going on with Willow. They learn that the Insolence members that are going around this season. I can't speak today. Anyway, back at the safe place, they learn that there is a horde of Insolence members that go to the metro station all over the city, and they are just always there for some reason. Anyway, to prepare to go to the metro station and discover where they're heading, they go to bed for a night, but Ben has trouble sleeping because of Tio's mind tricks over the past couple of days. The next day, they start their adventure by going to the store again to get some snacks for a trip. Most of Lucella is now going back to normal and learning to live with the few infected that remain, meaning that some workplaces are back up and running and go inside. They go inside the store to see two infected inside. They went there because they were, chat. Anyway, they go to the store because they need food and supplies for a trip they're going to go on. The two infected inside get shot by Badgie with crossbow, who was to cure darts. To cure the two infected, he had to use his big vial he had in the second book for the cure, if you remember my second video of the Piggy novel series. I'm doing, you know that. As the infected were dealt with, they went and got some food, but Ben got distracted because of a shiny metal object leaning into the hardware aisle. He took some supplies to save for later uses, including some a saw, a hammer, and some nails. I don't really know what the nails are for, but I remember he had a saw and a hammer. The fog that was covering Lucille the past 3 books is now gone because of Mr. P for some reason. Once Mr. P was arrested, the fog just stopped for some reason. Anyway, Willow is strangely this has been stra- Willow has been strangely Willow has been strangely disappearing lately, with seemingly no reason and suddenly reappearing, which is why she made Billy and Badgie the leaders of TSP while she's gone. The thing is, while Willow leaves, Billy and Badgie appoint Felix and Handy to be leaders instead. They head to the metro station and wait for the train to arrive. Ben closes his eyes for a little bit and starts to hallucinate. He sees a train coming right for him, and he snaps out of it as the train arrives for them. They go onto the train and ride their way to the next train station. Come here. You thought you can get me while I was reading. Yeah, you're not getting away. Anyway, they go on the train ride and wait to the next station. When they finally get off the train, they see 3 infected in the station. GG. When they finally get off the train, they see 3 infected in the station. They have a battle with 2 of them, of the 3 monsters, and cure the 2 of them, but the third one ran away for some reason. It will be later realized, as they leave the metro station, that it was planning an ambush. It didn't run away. It just hid on the stairs. All of them were shocked, but Billy quickly knocked it down the stairs with his barbell and lays it on top of the infected where Badger could easily cure it. Now all three of the infected are cured. They make it out of the metro safely. They then go to the sewer entrance from the third book, where they followed Alphys into. Inside the sewer, they saw more graffiti, mostly of stolen size. They also seen another Gertie art piece too. Gertie, the piggy from the last two April Fool's event updates. They also see a Silver Paul logo down here on the wall. Wonder what's up with that. I know what's up with it. As they traverse deeper into the sewer system, they realize something is following them. They are cornered and they finally see what it is. A monster made of black sludge and glowing in all the colors of the rainbow. The Insolence member's personal guardian that would be a sentinel, protecting the sewer entrance and attack any unauthorized entries. Betty tried to shoot it with a cure dart, but I smacked it away. All I tried to hit was crowbar. It did nothing to it, other than to hurt Ollie's hand, because it did nothing. It literally just bounced off of it and hurt his hand. Then Billy had an idea. He bashes his barbell into the wall, smashing it repeatedly to make opening so they could escape the sentinel. Badger tried to stall time and tries to push the sentinel with his hands. The sentinel threw him into a wall. Billy finally got the escape tunnel open, and everyone ran through it, everyone but Ben. The tunnel Billy made collapsed before he could get through and was now trapped with the sentinel alone. The sentinel lifted it up with one hand and began to choke Ben. Ben, only having his taser, decides to use it. He turned it to max power, but still doing nothing to the sentinel. The sentinel chokes him until he goes unconscious, and then just leaves him. Ben's taser falls into the flowing sewer water, never to be seen again. On the other end of the cave-in, Billy and Ollie try to dig to Ben, but Badgie gets his attention to something more important. There is many orange insolence eyes, all facing to them. Ben gets to meet Tia again in his mind. He is happy to meet him, but Ben is annoyed at the sight of him, asking, "What are you doing here?" Tio mockingly looks over his shoulders, trying to see who he could possibly be talking to, before replying with, "Excuse me, you are the one who came into my home this time." Ben tells Tio that they are... Yep, did that on purpose. That's my friend. Anyway, Ben tells Tio that they are there to destroy him. But Tio just laughs hysterically, because how is Ben going to destroy him when he can only meet him when he's unconscious? Tio transforms into his true form and starts to show Ben some mind tricks, showing stuff Ben didn't know of his friends. Some of your friends will join my army. Others have already. It's revealed by him that Billy and Badgie worked for Mr. P and Tio to make the infection happen. They were traitors. Kinda like someone I knew. Anyway. Ben hears Ollie calling his name and wakes up. Ollie manages to dig back to Ben again, and they start to climb up a wooden pile in the sewer to lead to the manhole cover. They all climb up it, as the Insolence members chase them, climbing too. At the top, Ben stops Billy and Badgie from escaping, cutting the board with saw he had from the store to separate their path. Billy and Badgie fall down to the Insolence members. Billy and Badgie fall down to the Insolence members. Ben and Ollie get out of the sewers and take a train back to the safe place. At the safe place, they went to get into the armory for weapons so they can stop the Insolence with force. But TSP won't let them get in until Willow shows up. Ben explains everything to Willow, and she takes them to a janitor's closet, which is a secret elevator. They come up with a plan to fight the TO. Why did I write it like that? As I said, I type fast, I talk fast, and I mess up my words. Sorry. To fight Tio, so to counter Tio from kicking Ben out of the mind link, he can do. Ben will willingly be infected so he can be unconscious for hours without a chance of being woken up unless he's cured, hoping that enough time to stop Tio. But Ben is immune to Substance 128. Willow has an idea for him, though, as the elevator stops. Willow has been experimenting with Distorted Piggy, extracting Substance 127 from her, and will use that on Ben instead. They then they then get into a helicopter and fly back to the sewers with Distorted Piggy and a cure for Substance 127. Ben gets bit on purpose by Distorted Piggy to get back out to get blacked out long enough to fight Tio. Tio is mad he's back and tries to attack him, but none of his attacks do anything at all to Ben. Tio is distracted long enough that Ollie could do something in the sewers. Tio can no longer feel his power from the Souls members. He faded away into nothing. Then Ben gets cured. He walked into the sewer for some reason while he was knocked out. Ollie runs out of a sewer tunnel. He broke some pipes and the sewer is starting to flood. They climb out of the sewer, but Ollie falls only to be saved by Billy and Badgie. They all watch the Insolence members get washed out to sea by the flood Ollie had caused in the sewers, flooding the Insolence's uh home, I guess. And that is how it ends. Overall, this is a really good book. Billy and Badgie really did nothing at all this book, except, well, mainly Badgie. He didn't really do much of anything, just tried to cure as many people as he could. But Billy, on the other hand, he was actually really helpful. But in the end, they were seen as traitors, and for some reason they came back, and at the very end, after being betrayed, and it was learned that they betrayed them, that Billy and Badge betrayed TSP and Ben and Ollie betrayed them in the sewers, leaving them there. How come as soon as they come back, they were just all friends again already with no explanation at all? That is literally my only complaint. Overall, this was a really good book. You guys should read it. Remember to like and subscribe.